The question of earrings, a biblical and cultural perspective. Why the debate? Throughout human history, earrings have been more than just accessories. They have been symbols of status, beauty, culture, and in some cases, faith. Yet, in Christian circles, a long-standing debate persists. Should believers wear earrings? Some argue that wearing earrings contradicts biblical principles, citing verses that caution against outward adornment. Others believe that earrings, like any other form of personal expression, are neutral, with their meaning dependent on the wearer's intention. Still, some Christians adopt a middle ground, encouraging moderation rather than outright rejection. This narration seeks to explore this debate in depth. We will examine the historical and cultural significance of earrings, their biblical mentions, the varied interpretations across Christian denominations, and the social and psychological aspects of earrings. Ultimately, this exploration aims to shed light on the crucial question, is wearing earrings biblical or unbiblical? The origin and cultural significance of earrings. Before diving into the biblical perspective, it's important to understand where earrings originated and why they have been so significant in different societies. Earrings have been worn for thousands of years, long before the establishment of Christianity. Archaeological discoveries show that earrings were popular in ancient Egypt, Mesopotamia, Greece, and Rome. Their significance varied across cultures. Egyptians, earrings were a mark of status. Gold earrings adorned with precious stones were worn by pharaohs, nobles, and priests, symbolizing wealth and divine favor. Mesopotamians, both men and women, wore earrings, often as a sign of protection from evil spirits. Greeks and Romans, earrings were a sign of affluence among women, while Roman men generally avoided them unless they were of high rank. Africa and Asia. In many African and Asian cultures, earrings were used for spiritual reasons, signifying a connection to ancestors or tribal identity. Many ancient religions associated earrings with spirituality. In some pagan traditions, earrings were believed to bring good fortune and protection. In Hinduism, earrings are worn as part of sacred traditions and rites of passage. In Buddhism, large ear piercings symbolize wisdom, as seen in images of Buddha. Understanding these cultural associations provides context for why earrings were sometimes viewed negatively in biblical history. Earrings in the Bible, a deep dive. The Bible references earrings multiple times, sometimes in a neutral or positive light, and other times in negative contexts. To fully grasp the debate, we must examine these mentions closely. The Old Testament provides several examples of earrings being worn or used in different contexts. A. Earrings as an offering for idolatry, Exodus 32:2-4. One of the most well-known negative references to earrings occurs during the golden calf incident. So Aaron said to them, "Take off the gold earrings that your wives, your sons, and your daughters are wearing, and bring them to me." So all the people took off their earrings and brought them to Aaron. He took what they handed him and made it into an idol cast in the shape of a calf, fashioning it with a tool. Exodus 32:2-4. This passage is often used to argue against earrings. However, it's important to note that the sin was not the earrings themselves but the idolatry that followed. The people used their gold jewelry to create a false god, which angered the Lord. Jacob instructed his household to rid themselves of foreign gods and earrings before purifying themselves. So they gave Jacob all the foreign gods they had and the rings in their ears, and Jacob buried them under the oak at Shechem. Genesis 35:4. Again, earrings are mentioned alongside foreign gods, implying that they may have been associated with paganism. Some interpret this as a reason to avoid earrings today, while others believe this was specific to that historical and cultural context. Contrary to the negative associations, God Himself describes adorning Israel with earrings. "I adorned you with jewelry. I put bracelets on your arms and a necklace around your neck, and I put a ring on your nose, earrings on your ears, and a beautiful crown on your head." Ezekiel 16:11-12. Here, jewelry, including earrings, is used as a symbol of divine blessing rather than idolatry. This suggests that earrings are not inherently sinful but can be used positively or negatively depending on the context. Unlike the Old Testament, the New Testament does not directly mention earrings. However, some passages discuss modesty and adornment, which are often cited in debates about wearing jewelry. Paul's teaching on modesty, 1 Timothy 2:9-10. Paul instructs Christian women on proper dress and conduct. I also want the women to dress modestly, with decency and propriety, adorning themselves, not with elaborate hairstyles or gold or pearls or expensive clothes, but with good deeds. Appropriate for women who profess to worship God. 1 Timothy 2:9-10. Some Christians interpret this as a prohibition against wearing jewelry, including earrings. However, others believe Paul was addressing excessive vanity and extravagance, not banning jewelry outright. Peter emphasizes inner beauty over external appearance. Your beauty should not come from outward adornment such as elaborate hairstyles and the wearing of gold jewelry or fine clothes. Rather, it should be that of your inner self, the unfading beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is of great worth in God's sight. Again, this passage does not explicitly forbid jewelry but prioritizes character over external appearance. Different Christian interpretations. Since biblical references to earrings vary, different Christian denominations have developed distinct views on whether wearing earrings is appropriate. Churches that discourage earrings. Apostolic Pentecostals and holiness churches believe in complete separation from worldly fashion, including earrings. Seventh-day Adventists, traditionalists, encourage simplicity and avoiding unnecessary adornment. Mennonites and Amish reject jewelry as part of their emphasis on humility and plain living. Churches that allow earrings in moderation. Catholics and Orthodox churches accept jewelry but emphasize modesty. Baptists, Methodists, Presbyterians have no strict rules but encourage moderation. Latter-day Saints Mormons allow earrings but discourage excessive piercings. Churches that fully accept earrings. Charismatic and evangelical churches see jewelry as a cultural choice with no spiritual implications. African and Caribbean churches embrace traditional adornments, including earrings. So, should Christians wear earrings? The Bible does not provide a direct command for or against them. Instead, the issue is one of personal conviction, cultural norms, and biblical interpretation. If earrings become an idol or a source of vanity, they should be reconsidered. If they are worn modestly and without pride, they are not inherently sinful. Ultimately, each believer must prayerfully decide based on their faith and understanding of Scripture. The psychological and social aspect of earrings. While biblical and denominational perspectives shape the debate on earrings, it's also essential to consider why people wear earrings and how they are perceived in different societies. Jewelry, including earrings, has psychological and social implications that influence individuals' choices beyond religious reasons. For many people, earrings are not just decorative but also a way to express identity, personality, and social belonging. Across various cultures, earrings have symbolized personal style. Some wear earrings as part of fashion trends. Cultural heritage. Tribal earrings in Africa, India, and the Middle East signify identity and belonging. Religious devotion. Earrings shaped like crosses or religious symbols are worn as a testimony of faith. The meaning of earrings varies depending on culture. In some African and Indian traditions, earrings are a sign of maturity and status. In Western societies, earrings are common for both casual and formal occasions. In conservative communities, earrings on men may be frowned upon, while earrings on women may be viewed as acceptable but should be modest. Earrings and gender. Are earrings for men a taboo? Some Christian groups believe that men should not wear earrings, citing Deuteronomy 22:5, which forbids men from dressing like women and vice versa. However, in biblical times, men also wore jewelry. Exodus 35:22 mentions men bringing earrings as offerings. Judges 8:24 speaks of Midianite men wearing gold earrings. While earrings for men have become more common in modern fashion, traditional Christian communities still discourage them. The biblical argument for and against earrings. Since earrings are neither explicitly forbidden nor commanded in the Bible, Christians have different viewpoints based on scriptural interpretation. 1. Arguments against earrings. Some Christians avoid earrings because 1. Earrings were linked to idolatry in the Bible. The Israelites used gold earrings to make the golden calf. Exodus 32:2-4. Jacob's household gave up their foreign gods and earrings. Genesis 35:4. 2. Modesty and avoiding worldliness. 1 Timothy 2:9-10 and 1 Peter 3:3-4 emphasize inner beauty over outward adornment. Earrings, especially extravagant ones, may be seen as drawing attention to outward appearance. 3. Separation from the world. Romans 12:2. Many believe earrings are a part of worldly fashion, which Christians should avoid. 2. Arguments in favor of earrings. Others argue that wearing earrings is acceptable because 1. Earrings were given as gifts in the Bible. Ezekiel 16:11-12 describes God adorning Israel with earrings, which implies jewelry is not inherently sinful. 2. The sin was idolatry, not earrings. The golden calf was the problem in Exodus 32, not the earrings themselves. Genesis 35:4 implies that earrings were connected to false worship, but this does not mean all earrings are bad. 3. Cultural and historical context matters. Jewelry was part of normal dress in biblical times. Modesty is relative. Simple earrings may not contradict biblical teachings. Personal conviction and Christian freedom. Since the Bible does not give a direct command about earrings, personal conviction plays a role. 1. The role of Christian freedom. Paul teaches that some things are not inherently sinful but can become a stumbling block. Romans 14:13-23. If earrings cause distraction, pride, or offense, they should be reconsidered. 2. Questions to consider before wearing earrings. Does it glorify God? 1 Corinthians 10:31. Does it lead to vanity? Proverbs 1:30. Does it cause others to stumble? Romans 14:13. Does it align with your cultural and denominational beliefs? Practical application: should a Christian wear earrings? Now that we have examined the historical, biblical, cultural, and social perspectives, the question remains, should Christians wear earrings? The answer depends on 3 key factors. 1. Understanding biblical principles. The Bible teaches modesty, humility, and godliness, but it does not outright forbid earrings. A Christian should ensure jewelry does not become a source of pride, focus on inner beauty rather than outward appearance, make sure their fashion choices align with biblical teachings. Since different Christian groups have different stances on earrings, believers should follow their church's teachings if they are part of a specific denomination. Respect cultural norms as earrings may have different meanings across communities. Avoid judging others who have different convictions. Romans 14:4. Making a personal decision. At the end of the day, wearing earrings is a personal choice guided by biblical understanding, personal conviction, and cultural context. Before making a decision, Christians should pray for wisdom. James 1:5. Seek counsel from spiritual mentors. Evaluate their motives for wearing earrings. The debate on earrings ultimately comes down to personal conviction, biblical interpretation, and cultural influences. There is no explicit biblical command forbidding earrings, but Christians are called to live modestly and avoid vanity. Here are the key takeaways. 1. Earrings are mentioned in both negative and positive ways in the Bible. 2. Different Christian denominations have different views on whether earrings are appropriate. 3. Personal conviction and modesty should guide a believer's decision on wearing earrings. 4. Earrings are not inherently sinful, but their meaning depends on how they are used. The most important thing is to focus on one's relationship with God, rather than debating external appearances. Whether a Christian chooses to wear earrings or not, the goal should be to glorify God in all things. 1 Corinthians 10:31. While earrings may be debated, God looks at the heart. 1 Samuel 16:7. A believer should not be defined by their outward appearance but by their faith, love, and obedience to God. Rather than focusing solely on whether earrings are acceptable, Christians should ask, am I honoring God with my choices? Am I following biblical principles of modesty and humility? Am I judging others based on outward appearance rather than their faith? At the end of the day, the decision to wear earrings should be made prayerfully and thoughtfully, seeking to please God rather than people. Final question. As you reflect on this topic, ask yourself, do my choices, whether about earrings, clothing, or lifestyle, reflect my faith in God and my commitment to honor Him? The answer is between you and God.